Welcome to Nuremberg, a beautiful city in Bavaria famous for its Christmas markets and infamous for the dark-themed rallies held there in Germany's recent past. Nuremberg was the epicentre of the National Socialist rallies, which were held annually from 1923 to 1938. These rallies were massive propaganda events showcasing the power and unity of the Nazi regime. The city was heavily adorned with Third Reich symbols, and the atmosphere during the rallies was one of the intense nationalism and militarism. The regime's control over the city was tight, with strict enforcement of policies and propaganda. Based on their conception of the city as a central propaganda venue, Nuremberg was a role model with regards to the Jewish question. Boycotts, demolition of the main synagogue, and expropriation of Jewish property were the norm. Who loves a Christmas market? In 1933, the Christmas market was moved to the main market squares. During the festive season, there was a local boycott that aimed to spoil the Christmas business of Jewish retailers. I think they just forgot that the Christ child in the ceremony was also Jewish. In 1935, the anti-Semitic Nuremberg laws were enacted, institutionalizing racial discrimination against Jews. In 1933, Albert Speer became Germany's leading architect. As such, he was the key player in the German construction industry. For example, he approved millions of Reichsmarks for the extension of concentration camps. This also included several massive structures designed by him, as the Luitpold Arena, Luitpold Hall, Zeppelin Field, and the Congress Hall. Zeppelin Field was an enormous parade ground with a grandstand for speeches and displays of military might. Construction was started in 1934, and the idea was to form the architectural backdrop for the staging of the social and political order of the Third Reich, to which the city contributed land and parts of its administrative apparatus. The shocking truth is that Zeppelin Field was intended to serve as an eternal shrine to the Führer. The Congress Hall, an unfinished colossal building intended to be a symbol of Nazi power. From 1937, a total of 1,400 people worked on the construction site. The monumental building would have provided space for over 50,000 people and would have been almost twice as big as the Coliseum in Rome. The construction work was abandoned during World War II. The megalomaniac dream of becoming an empire surpassing that of the Roman one was coming to an end. So the brainwashing was so great at the time that Julius Streicher, founder of an anti-Semitic newspaper, in his speech My Proudest Day, said on 9th of March of 1933 in front of the town hall in Nuremberg, "I have always looked forward to the day when I can report to the Führer that Nuremberg is his. Today that day has come." Streicher was later one of 24 defendants in the trial of major war criminals before the International Military Tribunal at Nuremberg, and was sentenced to death by hanging for crimes against humanity in 1946. In 1945, the swastika symbol was destroyed by the US Army in a controlled explosion. The US Army celebrated its victory with a parade on Zeppelin Field. In 1967, the city of Nuremberg demolished the colonnades on the grandstand. And in 1976, they removed the side wings of the structure. After that, the city's aim was to have the space as a place for open festivals, sport, and music. Nuremberg is now a city deeply aware of its historical significance, with many sites serving as reminders of its past. The city attracts tourists and scholars interested in the Second World War history, the Nazi era, and the Nuremberg trials. The Documentation Center Nazi Party Rally Grounds is located in the unfinished Congress Hall. It educates visitors about the Nazi era and the Nuremberg rallies. Zeppelin Field has hosted several events, including a mass evangelization with Billy Graham. The grandstand today still stands, but is in a state of decay. Some areas are accessible to the public, while others are restricted for safety. Numerous memorials and museums through the city commemorate the victims of Nazi regime and educate about the Holocaust. Many historical buildings damaged during Second World War have been restored, preserving the city's medieval character. Nuremberg today is a vibrant, modern city known for its cultural events, Christmas markets, and economic importance. The city is a popular tourist destination for its well-preserved medieval architecture, including the beautiful Nuremberg Castle, Old Town, and churches. The Nuremberg Christmas market is one of the oldest and most famous Christmas markets in the world, attracting visitors globally. Nuremberg's transformation from a center of Nazi propaganda to a modern city focused on remembrance and education is profound. Today, it balances its medieval charm with a commitment to acknowledging and learning from its dark past, making it a city of historical reflection and cultural significance. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I invite you to watch other videos about tours here in Germany. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot. See you in Germany!